Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in. Today we're gonna be doing a tutorial on this look right here. We've got some fun fall colored feed-in braids. Fall is my favorite season, so we are gonna be doing a lot of tutorials, get some cool colors in there. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of that content that's coming up real soon. As you guys know, all of the products that I'm using today is linked below in the description box, so you can easily reference it. If you guys have any questions or if you want a little bit more explanation on something, just drop a comment. So if you want to know how I got this look, just stay tuned. Okay, now, so I blew my hair out a few days ago. I was too lazy to braid it that day, so it's a couple days old now. But if you want to check out that blowout video, I did it with the Revlon one-step styling brush. I've linked it above. So now let's just run through all the products that I'm going to be using today. Of course, tail comb, soft bristle brush, detangling comb, and then I have my foaming mousse for after I finish the braids, before I dip them. I also have this thread holder. This will save you so much time, whether you're doing box braids, feed-in braids, whether it's on yourself, on somebody else. I use this all the time. Last but not least, I have all my braiding hair. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is separate out my hair and put it on the thread holder. I'm gonna separate out my pieces going from small to big. The next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and part my hair in the middle. It's helpful to use your nose as a guide. And then once you have like a good idea of where your middle is, just put a little edge control and clean up the part. I'm using my Shine and Jam. This is a liquid gold. I use this on all hair textures. It just really helps to give your hair a little bit of shine, decrease all types of frizz and flyaways, and just make your parts look really clean. So I did go hold up a handheld mirror in front of the bathroom just to make sure the back was straight. So I'll show you guys. And that's as good as it's gonna get right now. So now we're gonna go ahead and slick down this section. Be generous with your hair product. The more generous you are, the better this section is gonna come out. Definitely smooth out that kitchen. I'm just taking my soft bristle brush and smoothing everything out. First thing that we're gonna do is take a little piece of hair near the corner. In order to avoid that big bump at the top, these are feed-in braids, right? You wanna start by braiding your own hair like 6 or 7 times. And so you're holding this piece of hair with your first finger, going in and grabbing the next piece of hair. Then you just wanna detangle along the way. Make sure you're always holding everything really tight. So now we're going to bring this section on the left around and grab it with your index finger. Hold everything real tight, detangle, and then we're going to go back in with our index finger, grab the section farthest to the right, detangle. And I'm gonna do that 2 more times, and then I'll grab my braiding hair. So I am right-handed, and it's always easiest for me to insert my braiding hair when I'm holding the braid with my right hand. My pointer finger is out, ready to grab the next section of hair. I'm gonna take my smallest piece of hair, loop it around my index finger, and just throw these 2 strands back. So now I have 1 piece of the hair on this side and 1 piece of the hair on this side. Go through and grab your next section of hair like normal, loop around and go through with your first finger and grab your next section of hair. Be sure to pull up this side of your hair so that you get everything into the braid. So now I'm gonna go back and go in with my pointer finger, grab this section of hair, loop the next piece of hair in and just tuck it way back so I don't even have to worry about it. I have 1 piece of hair on one side and 1 piece of hair on the other. I'm gonna go through, grab a section, and then loop it around my first finger. Don't forget about the hair on the side of your head. Business as usual. Then I'm gonna go through. When my pointer finger is sticking out, I'm gonna loop in the next section of braiding hair. And so I'm going to repeat that process, looping in the hair when the braid is in my right hand, and then braiding like normal when the braid is in my left hand. While I'm doing this, I'm working my braid straight back, and once I get to my ear, I'll bring it down. And the key here really is to work slowly. You don't have to force the braid down. As you pull in section by section of hair, the braid will slowly just move down. If you rush it and try to grab sections that are too big, they'll get frizzy really fast. So just go nice and slow, take nice small sections of hair. So I'm just going to keep on going, loop the hair around, business as usual when I'm on my left hand. And now I'm back on my right hand. So I'm gonna pull using my thumb and then close my pointer finger. Pull this section through and grab. Go through with my right hand. Throw that section over.
So as you can see, I'm just following that same exact process. So I went ahead and sped this up for you guys.
And so now I'm going to braid through like normal, add more shine and jam just to make sure that everything lays smoothly. You also want to make sure as you're braiding to pull down all the way through the end of the braiding hair to make sure that once you get to the bottom, you're not left with a bunch of tangles. And this part is the easiest. So you just want to make sure you're holding each section really tight. Once I get towards the end where I have strands of hair ending at different lengths, I just apply some Eco Styler gel, smooth out the ends, and it also helps your fingers to slide through a little bit more easily. Keep on braiding. There we go. I am gonna spray it with a little bit of this Got To Be Glue gel just to make sure it doesn't unravel while I'm working on the other braid. So feel free to re-watch that, drop any questions in the comments. I'm gonna complete this other side before I go in with the mousse and I dip them. Now that both sides are complete, I'm going to coat them both with the foaming mousse. As you guys know, if you've watched any of my other videos, this is my favorite product to apply on braiding hair. It just makes it really soft and flexible. It also helps to tame any amount of frizz. Go ahead and put it up here. So to tie everything down, I have styling strips, and I'm going to put these on the bottom ends of the braids. And this doesn't have to be neat at all. It just has to be tight. This is going to make everything lay so flat, and it'll look absolutely perfect. You don't really have to worry too much about the bottom because we're gonna dip those, do the same thing on the other side, then tie it down. I am going to sit under my hooded dryer for 10 minutes. Then I'll dip my ends and show you guys the final results. Okay, I don't know what it is, but sitting under the dryer just makes me so tired. But this is what we're looking like. So as you can see, it looks a lot sleeker, a lot shinier. The foaming mousse really helps with that. Tying it down helps unwrap the ends. As you can see, very sleek, very shiny. Yeah. No more curly, frizzy ends poking out anywhere. All right, I've got my hot water and I'm literally just going to dip it about 3/4 of the way. Just do the same thing on the other side. All right, so this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.